To flaunt the incredible talent being developed at St George's Park and beyond, we're going to select an Ultimate England Under-23 11 using the Olympics age criteria set by FIFA. All players born on January 1st, 1997 or later will be eligible. We're going to be making a shortlist for every position, comparing the main players and then making a selection. Do you disagree with any picks? Well, let us know in the comments below. Have you made an entire 11 on your own? Make sure to share it. Starting in goal, where the talent pool is not quite as deep as it is in other areas. Aaron Ramsdale was certainly kept busy during his debut Premier League season, making the third most saves in the division as Bournemouth were relegated to the Championship. But he was one of only 2 goalkeepers to provide an assist, alongside Liverpool's Alisson Becker. Freddie Woodman is the only goalkeeper on the shortlist to win a World Cup. Golden Glove winner during England's under-20 triumph in South Korea in 2017, Woodman saved a penalty in the final and has continued to build a reputation as a spot kick specialist. But there's no doubt that Dean Henderson is England's top goalkeeping prospect. The Manchester United loanee was instrumental in Sheffield United's sensational return to top-flight football. An elite shot stopper capable of clearing the entire pitch with 1 goal kick, only Hugo Lloris prevented more goals in the Premier League in 2019-20. When it comes to the discussion of right-back prospects, the narrative is dominated by double barrels. Before we dive into the Alexander-Arnold versus Wan-Bissaka comparison though, it's worth highlighting why Reece James creeps into this conversation. Despite not sharing a hyphen to knit his name together like his compatriots, his talent is the conjunction, marrying the strengths of both peers. Like Trent, James is keen to deliver dangerous crosses into the box. Like Wan-Bissaka, the Chelsea right-back enjoys and excels in 1v1 battles. Many arguments have been started by the question Trent Alexander-Arnold or Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So before we start, it's important to stress that both are brilliant at what they do best. During the 2019-20 Premier League campaign, no player made more tackles than Aaron Wan-Bissaka, maintaining a phenomenal pure tackle success rate of 78.9%. Basically, if you're looking for a right-back to catch wingers like flies, Spider-Wan is your man. However, by the age of 21, Trent Alexander-Arnold is already a champion of Europe, the world, and now England. The Scouser has set the record for most assists provided by a defender in a single Premier League season, twice, and played at least 94 more passes into the box than any other Premier League player in 1920. There's not quite as much competition on the opposite flank. Left-back has been a problem position ever since Ashley Cole retired, and it might take a bit of creative coaching and thinking to fix it. Ben Chilwell misses the Olympics age cap by 10 days, so versatile wonderkid Bukayo Saka moves to the front of the queue. If you like your fullbacks inverted, Brandon Williams is an option. However, in his first full season with the Arsenal first team, Saka provided more assists than any other teammate across all competitions. His reward, the number 7 shirt and a spot in our 11. Whether moving into midfield or out to fullback, many English centre-back prospects have found themselves changing positions to earn valuable first-team minutes, both at club level and for the Young Lions. There are 3 names that stand out. Until the defeat to Man City in July 2020, Joe Gomez had not lost a Premier League game for 892 days. Arguably Virgil van Dijk's best sidekick in a Liverpool shirt, the Charlton Academy graduate is at home on the right side. As for his England under-23 partner, well, that's tricky. Remember the true tackle success we mentioned earlier? Before the restart, Fikayo Tomori had the highest of any under-23 Premier League centre-back to play at least 900 minutes in 1920 and the 6th best in Europe's top 5 divisions. As for Ben White, the Marcelo Bielsa seal of approval is one of the most well-respected in professional football, and he earned just that after playing every single minute of Leeds United's championship-winning campaign. Both have a strikingly similar stat profile: progressive, composed centre-backs, perfect for modern football. And for no other reason than the fact Tomori is used to playing on the left, we'll slot him in next to Gomez for now. Declan Rice is England under-23's premium holding midfield option. If you combine the 2018-19 and 2019-20 Premier League seasons, Rice has made more ball recoveries than any outfield player. In 1920 alone, only Wilfred Ndidi and Diego Rico made more interceptions. The further up the pitch we get, the more England's post-2000 born talent really begins to dominate. In midfield, England are beginning to produce prospects so bright that their shirts are being retired at 17 years old. Surely it will only be a matter of time before Jude Bellingham, the legend of Birmingham City, now at Borussia Dortmund, is playing well beyond his years for an England senior side. Until then, we'll have to settle for the Under-17 World Cup Golden Ball winner and European Championship Player of the Tournament in the middle of the park. Phil Foden is David Silva with a slit in his eyebrow and an added goal threat, the heir to El Mago's Man City throne. Mason Mount is the complete midfield package, being mentored by the most prolific player in his position the Premier League has ever seen. Forget the under-23 criteria, these two are competing for a spot in Gareth Southgate's senior side. Like with right-backs, England's pool of wingers and wide forwards is overflowing with quality and variety. In the league in 2019-20, Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho directly contributed to 67 goals between them. But we wanted to use this time to shine a light on one of the EFL's brightest prospects. A constant menace, cutting inside from the left, Ebere Eze was the only player in the Championship to complete more than 100 dribbles and win more than 100 fouls during the 2019-20 season, a fullback's worst nightmare. The QPR prodigy is an England youth international, but is also eligible to play for Nigeria through his parents, and with no senior cap, this young lion may yet transform into a super eagle. If you're prioritising vertical presence, Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Tammy Abraham represent solid options for a traditional number 9. Both produced personal best top-flight goal hauls during 2019-20, with room to scale up further if their big chance conversion rates can improve. But England have a generational goal-scoring talent on their hands. Mason Greenwood is a supremely gifted two-footed finisher. During his breakout campaign, he laughed in the face of expected goals and fired his way into the Manchester United history books. No teenager in the club's 142-year history has scored more goals in a single campaign. 33 players, all born on or after the 1st of January 1997. Surely one day, football is going to come home.